Hi friends, it's Valerie. Welcome back to another week's What's for Dinner. I hope you all are having an amazing week. If you're new here, I would love if you would subscribe and join my YouTube family. I do What's for Dinner videos here and I put them out every Monday. If you are coming back, I want to just say thank you for coming back and watching my videos. The support really does mean a lot to me. Other than that, how's everybody doing? I know it's getting hotter here in California. Summer is upon us and I'm bored. I want to go swimming and have fun with my friends, barbecue, and of course it's looking like that's not gonna happen, so I'm pretty bummed, but we are all just making the best of it, right? Some states are opening up, I do notice that. Nonetheless, I'm still staying inside to keep safe, and I really do hope this ends soon though. So other than that, I've got 3 recipes here for you. And one is going to be salmon tacos, and I tried to be healthy and make these like lettuce wrap tacos. Let me tell you, I changed it up after I recorded the video, and I put it on, well, I put some of my tacos on corn tortillas. And let's say if you're not caring about the health factor of it all, do the tortillas, so much better. Other than that, I've got one crock pot recipe, and it's going to be some lemon garlic butter chicken with potatoes. That was really delicious, so check that out if you're looking for something that you can just dump in your crock pot and not have to worry about, especially as it gets hotter here for summer. Other than that, what was the other one? The third recipe, I just cooked up some chicken breasts to make a chicken sandwich on a brioche bun with some buffalo ranch, and that was really good. Super simple, and we loved that. Like, my boyfriend loves sandwiches and burgers and things like that. Typical guy, right? So he was definitely down on that, and we'd be having that like all the time now. Especially in summer, it's just pretty easy to make, and we can grill out. We just got a new grill. Well, it's coming, and hopefully I can show you guys that once it comes in. We live in an apartment complex, so it's gonna get stored away most of the time, but we will bust that bad boy out during summer to grill up some chicken and meats and things, and I look forward to showing you guys all of that. So also, if there's any videos you guys want to see, just go ahead and leave them in the comments down below what you'd like to see. I am more than welcome to like make something, shopping videos, cleaning videos, cooking videos, breakfast, desserts, things like that. So just let me know what you guys want to see. I will make that happen. Other than that, let's get started. This first recipe is going to be salmon tacos with mango salsa. I'm going to start off by making the mango salsa that's going to go on these tacos. And here I'm just cutting up one mango, and I'm just slicing that into some cubes. And this is how I like to do it. I cut it while it's still in the skin, as you can see here, just like a hashtag pattern. And then you're going to flip this mango like as you see there in the video, and then you take your knife and they'll just slice right off. I'm not the best at cutting mango, but I do find when I need small cubes like this, this is the way that works best for me. Next, you're going to want to dice up a half of a jalapeno pepper, 1/2 of a red bell pepper, 1/4 of a red onion, about a 1/2 cup of cilantro, and then you're going to go ahead and just add in the juice from 1 lime. I didn't have any fresh lime, so I'm just using lime juice from a bottle, and I'm using about a tablespoon of that. And then you're going to add some salt and pepper to taste. And then just go ahead and mix that all together, and that salsa's done.
So why are you moving on? Someone told me that I could find it. I will find my way. Gotta keep looking. If it's not fair, gotta go again. Wish to get over it, 'cause when I look aside, she's always by my side. She guides me with a sign and lie to me. It ain't over.
Next, I'm going to combine a seasoning mixture that's going to be rubbed onto the salmon fillets. So I'm just mixing a teaspoon each of onion powder, paprika, cumin, and a half a teaspoon of garlic salt.
I just want me to find it.
Now I've went ahead and lined my baking sheet with some foil, and I'm going to drizzle some olive oil on that. And next I'm just pat drying my salmon fillets to get any excess moisture off of them. And I'm just gonna go ahead and place those on top of that olive oil. Next, I'm just going to be rubbing that olive oil all over those fillets, trying to get them covered on all sides so that that seasoning mixture will adhere to it. So I'm just gonna sprinkle that seasoning on top of the fillets and just rub that all over. I'm rubbing it on both sides as well as like the sides of the fillets. These are going to be lettuce wrapped tacos, so I'm using some red butter lettuce here, and I went ahead and washed that, and I'm just pat drying that with a paper towel just to get off all that excess moisture. I'm also cutting up some avocado. I didn't put in the mango salsa because I didn't want it to get too mushy, and if we didn't eat all the salsa, then the avocado would start browning. I didn't really want that, so I'm just cutting that up here to put on those tacos. So here's that salmon out of the oven. It looks nice and colorful and browned, and I just went ahead and made up this easy rice. There's olive oil garlic brown rice, super easy. And I also went ahead and chopped up all that salmon to use it broken up into the tacos. I went ahead and assembled the tacos just by placing those large leaves of lettuce on my plate and just putting all the ingredients I wanted. So here's the salmon, and I'll just top that with the mango salsa. After that, you will see me adding on a sauce. It's like an avocado pineapple sauce. I found a recipe for online. I actually think it was terrible tasting, so I'm not going to include that in this recipe because I wouldn't want to recommend that to you guys. But I do have another recipe for a sauce like this that would be really good on it that I made before, so I will link that video down below for you so you can make a sauce for this. But other than that, this meal was delicious, and I will tell you that I swapped out 2 of those tacos for a corn tortilla, and that tastes so much better. I know I was trying to be healthy, but yeah, corn tortilla salmon taco was so much better. This next recipe is going to be crock-pot lemon garlic butter chicken and potatoes. I'm starting off by cutting up and cleaning about 1.5 pounds of these baby yellow golden potatoes, and I'm just cutting them into halves. If I made this again, I would cut them into quarters. I think the desired consistency that I like for potatoes would have been better with smaller potatoes. Next, I am dicing up half a stick of butter into cubes. So I'm just cutting that 3 ways and then halfway is the other way, and then I'm just gonna cube that right up. And now I'm just gonna be mincing up about 4 cloves of garlic. I had a couple really large cloves of garlic, like they were really big, so I just cut those up into what would be normal size cloves, so about 4 cloves total. Next, I'm just taking this lemon that I'm going to be using the juice from in the recipe in a while here, but I'm just going to need half of that lemon zest. So half the lemon, just the zest from that. Then I am taking 1/3 cup of chicken broth, and I'm going to be juicing that lemon into it. So you're going to use the juice from the whole lemon. And then you're just going to take that zest from the half a lemon and add that into this and give it a mix and then set that aside. Next, I am going to be making the seasoning mixture that's going to go on top of the chicken thighs. And for that, I'm just putting together 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and then half a teaspoon of paprika and half a teaspoon of red chili pepper flakes, as well as 1 teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of pepper. And I actually would cut back on that pepper because the red chili flakes was perfect for it. To my crock pot, I'm just going to go ahead and dump in those cut up potatoes and make a nice even layer across the bottom of the crock pot. Then I'm just going to be placing my chicken thighs on top of that. You're going to use about 6 to 8 boneless chicken thighs and just arrange those on top of your potatoes.
'Cause I'm not done. I just want me to find it. I'm not done. I just want me to find it. 'Cause I'm not done. I just want me to find it. I'm not done.
Next, you're going to be pouring that chicken broth and lemon juice and zest mixture on top of your chicken thighs. And then just go ahead and sprinkle your seasoning mixture across all of your chicken. And you're going to top that with your fresh garlic and your diced up butter cubes. Then just go ahead and place the lid on top of your crock pot, and you're going to cook that on low for 6 to 8 hours, or on high for 3 to 4 hours. I went ahead and did high for 4 hours, and my chicken was actually done at 3 hours when I checked it. It was perfectly ready. The potatoes were cooked, but they weren't as soft as I would have liked them. So like I said, I would have cooked those maybe just for the full 4 hours, or just cut them down into smaller bite-sized pieces. So I just wanted a quick and easy vegetable side, so I'm just cutting up some zucchini into some bite-sized pieces, and I'm going to be air frying these. So I'm just placing them in a bowl with some olive oil, some pink Himalayan salt, some cracked black pepper, and some garlic powder, and I'm just going to mix that together and air fry it in the air fryer at 385 degrees for 15 minutes. And here's just what that zucchini looks like at that temp and time. Here you can see all those juices that are at the bottom of the crock pot here, and you can just baste the top of the chicken with those juices. In fact, I would recommend it to break up some of that seasoning that just kind of like caked up on top when it was cooking. Really liked all the flavor that this chicken had with all the lemon and garlic. It tastes super good and it wasn't too hot. Like I said, I would omit the black pepper though. Last recipe is going to be a chicken sandwich with Chipotle ranch. I'm starting off by heating my cast iron skillet over medium heat, and I'm placing a nice layer of olive oil and about 2 tablespoons of butter. And I'm just going to go ahead and let that melt while I get my chicken ready. I'm starting off with 2 large chicken breasts that I've already halved, so they're like cutlets. And I'm going to season those with no real measurements, just with a bunch of seasoning. I like my chicken breast pretty well seasoned for flavor, so I'm just adding some pink Himalayan salt, some cracked black pepper, let's see what else I got here, some cumin, some of this McCormick garlic and herb seasoning. I like this one a lot, so I'm adding a pretty good amount of that, as well as some garlic powder. Let's see, do I have some onion powder and paprika? And I just use my tongs to sort of press those seasonings into the chicken breast so it doesn't just fall off. And then I'm just going to go ahead and place those chicken breasts into my skillet with the seasoning side down, and I'm going to go ahead and cook those for 4 to 5 minutes, and then I'm going to season the other side while they're cooking on this side. So I'm just going to use the exact same seasonings from before, and I'm just going to do them on this side here. Then after about 5 minutes, I'm just going to use my tongs to flip those chicken breasts over and cook the other side for an additional 4 to 5 minutes, depending on the thickness of your chicken. And I'm pretty particular about my chicken, so I always check it with a meat thermometer just to make sure that it's done. I don't like it dried out either, so these are perfectly good. And I'm just gonna plate those and let them rest there while I get my rest of my ingredients together. So I'm just cutting up some things we like on our burgers, like some tomato and lettuce, as well as some avocado. And I always slice my avocado inside of its skin, and I just scoop it out with a spoon. So I'm gonna make a Chipotle ranch, and I don't have exact measurements for that, so I'm just using about 2 heaping spoonfuls of mayonnaise, a good splash of milk to make that thin out, as well as a couple teaspoons of ranch powder. I'm using the Hidden Valley kind. And then I'm just going to be using some Frank's red buffalo hot sauce in that, just to your liking. If it's too hot, just add a little at a time. And I'm just going to mix that together. For the buns, I'm just taking my non-stick skillet that I heated over medium heat, and I'm just taking a stick of butter and running it across the bottom of that just to get a nice light coat. And these are the brioche buns that I got from Aldi, and I'm just placing those into that butter, rubbing it into it a little bit, and then just gonna brown those to my desired doneness.
If it's not fair, gotta go again.
Next, just go ahead and assemble your chicken sandwiches however you like. I melted a piece of Cracker Barrel white cheddar onto my chicken that I forgot to show you guys there, but yeah, there's that. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and put all my toppings on. And I really liked that mango salsa from the salmon tacos, so I went and made another batch for this meal to serve on the side. It was super good and flavorful, and I had some leftover ingredients like the bell pepper and the other half of the jalapeno. So I'm also using these home-style tortilla chips that I got from Aldi. They're really good, so I served that up as a side, and this was really delicious. Super easy, super good, very flavorful. My boyfriend loved this, and so did I. Thanks for watching, friends. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future What's for Dinner videos, and I hope you all have an amazing week.